A deadly tornado ripped apart the courthouse in Mayfield, Kentucky. Take a look at these photos of what things look like before and after. WDRB's Monica Harkins reveals what happened to thousands of important documents inside.
As the sun came up Saturday, December 11th,
we prayed for God's protection because there was nothing else you could do at that point.
Sunlight gave clarity to crumbling structures. The historic courthouse, one of them.
This is the entrance to my circuit courtroom. The ceiling has now become the floor with about 12 feet of rubble.
Circuit Court Judge Kevin Bishop presented the courthouse's destruction to Kentucky lawmakers, saying there was obviously tornado damage, but then water damage too.
There was water in the basement that was at least knee-deep high. The basement is where we had 3 decades of files.
3 decades of files, first seemingly salvaged, then flooded.
It was catastrophic, it was immediate, and it was a complete shutdown.
Representative Patti Minter is a historian by trade and says this brings to light a downfall in the system.
The truth is that perhaps a tornado of this size is a once-in-a-lifetime event. I certainly hope that's the case. But there are plenty of other things that could happen to records anytime.
As the state approves $200 million for Western Kentucky state aid, Representative Minter hopes to secure more money this session to help digitize records.
As we rebuild and recover, we have an opportunity to think about what we could do better because we don't know what's next. We only know that something will be next.
Now, the courthouse is in a temporary spot in a shopping plaza, while the plans for a $3 million rebuild are considered. Meanwhile, Graves County District Judge found a moment of levity amid the current chaos.
You're turning retail space into court space, and that's not easy. We're going to be the only courthouse that has its own tattoo parlor. But I guess it'll be one-stop shopping.
Next door, technically.
But in all seriousness, most court proceedings are conducted virtually as Graves County judicial system hopes for a swift rebuild and a new home. Monica Harkins, WDRB News.
The circuit court clerk says the court records might still have a chance to be recovered, but for at least the next 3 months, Servpro is working to restore all of the damaged paperwork.